I hope you guys and gals are doing well today. It is your favorite unreasonable black woman, and I am here with what I guess is going to be a mid-season recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. You said this was going to be Porsha's Queen season, and bitch, you lied. I did lie. I'm sorry, y'all. So we are at mid-season. We are in mid-season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. The season that in my very last video I dubbed would be Porsha's Queen season. In that video, you guys, please go check it out. I talk more about freaking frack, about Porsha and Phaedra, them two rekindling their relationship and now being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta together. Now, what I didn't know, what none of us knew back then, is that Phaedra would actually be coming in mid-season. I thought she was going to be starting from jump like everybody else, but I see they're going to work her in mid-season. And so we don't really have much material to go off yet. Let's just hop right into what I want to call a mid-season review and what I'm thinking about Porsha so far. So let's start with Porsha and Drew. So Porsha, I don't like that you called Drew low down and dirty. And I don't like that because arguably, objectively speaking, one could call you low down and dirty as well. What I don't like is the hypocrisy. And in her confessional, Porsha said, I'm not mad that they're working together. I'm mad because she is trying to film with my child's father. In my opinion, you could have gone to Drew. I'm not going to say one-on-one because we know the girls love to hear the fucking convo so we can bring the drama, right? So I think that she could have directly gone to Drew and said, I would like it if you did not film with Dennis. But she didn't do that. To me, it became like this huge round table thing. She was talking down to Drew, and it's interesting because I'm like, Porsha, do you even really care about Dennis to like that effect, to where not only did you need to bring it in such a nasty way, but you kind of keep bringing it up, and you're continuing to make this a huge part of your storyline. And now it seems that you're trying to cozy up to Dennis a little more. We've seen in the mid-season trailer that she and Shamia, they're going to be having a lunch, a dinner, a Ponderosa with Ralph. Do you really care about Dennis? To me, it seems like this is another effort to kind of attach herself to a man for clout. Because if she attaches herself to Dennis, then whatever Dennis is doing with Drew, now it can be worked into her storyline, and now she has something to talk about. I just think that it's extremely hypocritical. I think that as the queen, arguably, of the season, that she should kind of be rising above that kind of stuff. I'm not saying completely disregard it, because you could, you can get in a few scenes talking about Drew and Dennis and what they're doing, sure. But to me, she really coming out of her bag about it. She really coming up out of her bag about it. It's a lot of mudslinging going on, child. And it's just like, this don't look like a woman who just don't want her baby daddy filming with her castmate. Which, let me just say, I don't think castmates should be working with or filming with another castmate's man, former man, what have you. I just think it's messy. I think it's weird. And I don't think it should be a thing, right? But also, it's Drew, bitch. It's Drew. And on that note, why is Drew such a fucking punk? Like, girl, stand up. Please stand up. It's like she is trying to be nice and super mature amongst women who are more concerned with sunning her. Porsha sunned her. I think it's cute that you can, say whatever you need to say and not raise your voice and be patient and all that, but I'm gonna need you to buck the fuck up, because Porsha is absolutely sunning her and has Drew looking like a damn chicken with her head cut off, the way she's running around trying to squeeze and trying to fit, baby. What Quad say? She's trying to squeeze into a size 2. A size 2, baby, and you wear 12. So let's get it together. Next on, I don't want to say the docket, has that not been ran into hell? Next is Porsha and Shamia. So let me just start off by saying Porsha does not like Shamia in real life. Now, when I'm uploading this, a lot more has come out about the fact that they're really not as close as they used to be. But I am basing this purely on everything, like, up until the mid-season trailer, based on, like, what we actually knew. I could tell before then that Porsha did not like Shamea in real life. I think Porsha has given Shamea ample evidence of, you know, the fact that you might think I'm your best friend, but you're not mine. You're just a friend that I've had for a very long time. I don't know what kind of history they've had, you know, because they say they've been friends for like decades, but I think it's time to let it go like Elsa. You know, Shamea has enough personality to hold her on the show. She obviously has enough wealth. She obviously has enough clout. Her and Porsha have a lot of the same friends. In fact, you know, it could maybe be argued that Shamea is maybe in a little tighter with the big time Atlanta clique. You know what I'm saying? So all of this kissing Porsha's ass, to me, is very unnecessary. For instance, why on episode 2 did Shamea take it upon herself to ask Drew if she was smashing Dennis? And Angela said, you know, why did you ask for Porsha? She's like, I didn't ask for Porsha, I asked for me. Bitch, do you know how stupid that made you sound? Why are you concerned about who another woman is smashing when that other, who she's supposed to be smashing, ain't even your fucking man? You talking about you asked for you, it ain't got shit to do with you. Stop. Have we ever seen Porsha go in like that for you, bitch? And you were facing direct accusations. And your friend threw you under the bus. Your friend, bitch. Your friend left you for dead, ho. Get it together, Shamea. Get it together. You a grown woman with a husband and a child, and you trying to work on another. Get it together. You know, I have been seeing a lot of the commentary that suggests Porsha is jealous of Shamea because Shamea has the life that Porsha wanted. You know, the rich African, the big house, the cars. Do I think it's true? Absolutely. I mean, I think, to be fair, it can be hard for anybody to really bask in the success of another if they are in a very, very tough spot in their lives. But I think the difference between a person like with a good heart or the difference between a person who genuinely loves you and sees you as a friend versus one who doesn't is that all of that, like, is gonna be outweighed by the love that they have for you. Like, damn, she got everything I want, right? I'm pissed I don't still have my man. I'm pissed I can't film inside my house. But you know what? I love my bitch. So I am going to encourage her. I'm going to support her. You know, I'm just going to make sure that if anything, if Shamea don't come back next season, it will have nothing to do with what Porsha did or what Porsha said. You know what I'm saying? And so I think being friends means that the love should always outweigh any type of ego trip that you might have. Plus, Porsha, your last man was ill-gotten. Like, he was ill-gotten. And, you know, if you gonna hoe, be a hoe. But know that, you know, the consequences of your actions, they're always right behind you. They're always right behind you. So, Shamea, don't dim your light, your wealth, your home, whatever you have, just to make Porsha feel comfortable. I think you need to go ahead and come up out of her shadow. It might have been a little scary at first, you know, because you didn't know what you were walking into and you didn't want to, you know, maybe step on her territory, step on her toes or whatever. But baby, I think, you know, while you might be a little annoying because people perceive you as an ass kisser, I think the audience likes you enough that they want to see Shamea. They don't want to see Shamea, Porsha's friend. They want to see Shamea, the you know, the leading lady, the wife, the mother, the heavy hitter, bitch. Get out there. Okay. So yeah, y'all, I'm just spitting these out. We're just literally going down my list here. So Porsha and Angela. Woo! I love me some Angela. Okay, don't we love a housewife that ain't afraid to come in and challenge the old bitches? Like, I don't care if you were an OG. I don't care how long you been on the couch, bitch. You gonna motherfucking respect me, right? And I'm sorry for all the cussing, y'all. I just get really, really hyped when I'm doing these reviews, okay? And listen, I'm 27 years old. I ain't cleaned my mouth up all the way yet, so bear with me. I love a housewife that ain't afraid to come in and challenge the old guard. I love a housewife that is gonna stand on motherfucking business. And that's Angela, so far anyway. So, as everybody knows, during the Boots on the Ground episode, Porsha and Angela are having like a tiff because Angela has invited Drew, who Porsha no longer likes for whatever reason, she's invited Drew to come on Porsha's birthday trip. And obviously Porsha is, you know, it depends on if we're breaking the fourth wall or not. You know, sure, Porsha is caught off guard, but at the same time, you know, bitch, it's a cash trip. You know, Drew is getting her bag. She's getting her bag. She is, you know, at the tip of a lot of y'all's tongues right now. So rightfully fucking so, I think she should be there. But Drew, only come if you're coming to have your own back, bitch. So anyway, back to Angela and Porsha. Later on in the episode, Porsha says out of her mouth, well, I should fuck Charles. Kind of like a threat. You fucked up my birthday, girl. I go fuck your man. And see, this is, oh God. The comment was disgusting. Let's just say, like, the comment was absolutely disgusting. I think for somebody to feel comfortable saying that out of their mouth, it goes to show a lot about their character. And I think that those of us, because, yeah, I have been generally a fan of Porsha, but I could see the Fallon and Simon shit. I saw that dynamic and how that went down from a mile away. Like, y'all can bring in the fact that Fallon was sleeping with the help, but so was Simon. So was Simon. So was Simon. Okay, not the help, just the castmate. I think a lot of us who saw that, we got backlash of, no, they were already this and they were already that. Well, let me tell you, threatening to fuck somebody else's man, no, fuck somebody else's husband because they did something you didn't like. I mean, enough said, y'all, right? I mean, enough said. Are people, are we wrong for then assuming that she probably did the exact same thing to Fallon? And which was sad because it doesn't appear that Fallon even really did anything to her. She just saw what Fallon had and wanted it for her goddamn self. Okay? So not only did she feel comfortable saying this out loud, no regard, she said it amongst women, namely Shamia, who are married. And this is why, Shamia, you got to get off and under Portia's asshole immediately. Because you sitting up there and laughing when she said that shit, people are going to be looking at you like, what type of married woman is this? Can Porsha come over there and fuck your man too? Can Kelly? Can Angela? Can Britt? I mean, seriously, it's a very valid question. I don't understand why women who are married would sit up and laugh at a single woman saying, I'll fuck her man because she pissed me off. What about that makes you think that she wouldn't fuck your man too? And Shamia, don't say it's because y'all friends, because y'all are not. Y'all are not. I'm very disturbed by what I observe to be just some real middle school shit. You know, Porsha saying it was disgusting and that was one thing. But I think her feeling comfortable to say it around those group of women. If I was a woman, I would look at myself and say, what about me is giving off that a bitch could come around me and say some stupid shit like that? Honestly, that's kind of what I'd be saying to myself. What impression have I given Porsha Williams Wabadia to make her think that I, as a married woman, would ever condone a statement like that? Then when Porsha was confronted, she lied and said she didn't say it, or she didn't remember, or something like that. Let me just take my hat off to Angela for confronting Porsha. I feel like had it been Shamia, she might not even say shit. You know what I'm saying? Had it been Drew, she might have just let the comment slide. Hats off to Angela for actually confronting Porsha. And regardless of how Porsha tried to dodge the confrontation, I do think these two are going to fucking have it out at the reunion. And Angela is going to hold her own. And I hope somebody on that stage has the balls to hold Porsha's feet to the fire for that comment. It was a disgusting thing to say. You were formerly married twice. Your friends are married. You're amongst a lot of married women in general. And so it was just disgusting. It was disgusting. And here I think is the root of Porsha's relationship issues. On that note though, why are we not discussing Porsha and Simon more in depth? I don't like these blanket statements like, oh, sometimes love fails. I'm also not satisfied with these sit downs, Porsha crying, we're patting her on the back because she can't film in her house and because she's going to court. You know, this is train. Are you serious? I'm sorry if y'all hear that train, but I'm gonna keep recording, okay? Because we're on a fucking roll. I am not satisfied with that. And I'm not satisfied with it, especially when we've had castmates like Nene, who went through the shit she went through with Greg. Cynthia, who went through the shit that she went through with Peter. Who else? I mean, even you could say Porsha, when she went through... The same thing could even be said for Porsha when she went through her first divorce with Cordell. She was very open about it. I mean, hell, didn't she accuse him of being gay or something because he wouldn't sleep with her? I mean, she was very open about that divorce process. So I'm wondering, what exactly are you being silent about this round? And if I'm not mistaken, I don't recall seeing that she has any kind of gag order outside of you can't film in this home. I don't see that she has a gag order saying that she can't talk about their relationship, especially because Simon himself talks about the relationship when he can on Instagram. And so I'm just side-eyeing her, and I feel like the viewers are being cheated a little because she is able to dodge such high moments, high points, high publicity points in her life, such as her getting with Simon to fucking begin with, them breaking up, and now I guess you could say, like, I don't know, is Porsha actively dating? Probably, but we can't see that, I guess. I'm not mad at it. But I just think that we're not really getting an honest look at what she's going through. And I'm not naive enough to think that these women actually want us combing through every single detail of their lives. No. But I do think that there's a little bit more she could give us. I do think if you are willing to say, I should fuck her husband, you should also then be open enough to tell us why exactly you and your husband ain't fucking no more. That's all I'm saying. The girls are definitely kissing Porsha's ass, especially that Brit. And see, I want to like Brit a lot because she's young, she's very pretty, but I don't like ass kissers, y'all. And you know, honestly, Brit gives me an earlier version of Porsha, but when Porsha was kissing Phaedra's ass. That's what that reminds me of. Do y'all remember? If you don't, you know I got the videos for you, so go back and check them out. When Porsha started to cozy up to Phaedra and was talking shit about all the other housewives, about Candy, about the people Phaedra was beefing with. For some reason, she, really decided to stick with Phaedra. I see Brit doing the exact same thing to Porsha. But Brit, bitch, watch your back, because we all know how that ended up. Do not end up as collateral for some shit that Porsha might cook up this season or the seasons that follow. Okay? So, y'all, overall, I think Porsha is being a bitch this season, but not the kind of bitch that I like, right? I think Porsha is looking extremely hypocritical so far, and like she doesn't want anyone to have a significant moment on the show outside of her. Now, I know I said this was going to be Porsha's queen season, and I said it because I felt like she'd earned it. She'd been through enough, she'd shared enough on the show, but she needs to take notes from the GOAT, Nene Leakes, of, once you get that center peach, once you get to the top, bitch, you got to fight to stay there. And the viewers, from what I've read, we're just not feeling Porsha kind of punching down at these women, and we're even more so not feeling grown-ass women allowing it to happen, with the exception, and I do mean the only exception, is Angela holding her motherfucking own. So, you know what? Maybe this is Angela's queen season. Hopefully she don't prove me wrong. With that being said, thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm sitting in my car in the rain. The fucking train's going by. Cars pulling up left and right. I'm trying to hold my shit together. I really appreciate y'all joining me. I appreciate y'all listening to my commentary. I have 618 subscribers on this channel, y'all. That's nuts to me. So all I can say is continue to enjoy, like the video. I don't even know what to say. Do what you do. Just watch my shoes, okay? Y'all have a good day, man.